Hello, this is Miss Marley-Trotter. This is a tutorial video on how to sign up for a website called Biodigital that's going to allow you to have some access to some 3D interactive models of anatomy. You can look at different systems of the body, and you can move and look at individual parts of anatomy, be able to see how different parts and names are pronounced. So this is a very helpful website, but you do have to sign up and have an account in order to be able to use the features from this website. So you need to go to human.biodigital.com/login. So we're going to show you how to create a login. And if you just Google human.biodigital, you should be able to find a link. So this is what it should look like when it comes up. You want to click on sign up for free since you do not have an account. If you want to sign up with your Google account, if you have a Google account, if you can do that, but I suggest you sign up with your student email, your Western Piedmont email. Put your first name, last name in, your student email, and I'm just going to put an example of a student in just to show you guys. And of course the email. And then you have to pick a password of at least 8 characters. And I believe I've typed in my email address incorrect. So make sure you put your email address in correctly. And then click sign up with email. And it should send an email code to your email that we're going to have to put into this website. So it should send the verification number to the email that you just entered. So go to your email, if it's your school email or your Google email, whichever one you put in, get that verification code, and we're going to plug it in right here. Once you have entered that code, it will automatically populate and ask you this question: how are you planning to use Biodigital Human? And don't click either one of these with my students or with my business team, because this is just a free trial. You want to click for myself because that is for one person to use the models and the website for free. So click for myself and then click continue. And then what role best describes you? And of course you are all going to click the student category and click continue. And then it's going to give you just some basic information about the site, and you can click through those. It's going to tell you can browse 3D models that complement your curriculum, and that's what we're here for. We want to look at the 3D models that go along with our chapters in our units. And it's showing you some of the 3D views that can be tailored to your educational goals. So you can kind of click through those. Again, this is just information about the site, so you can click out of that. So once you get here, you can build your own library of models. But let's say one of the first systems that we're going to be looking at in Unit 1 is the female reproductive tract. If I can type, excuse me. So let's see what models we can find on the female reproductive system. So we're going to put that in and click enter. And the very first one that populates is the female reproductive system. So let's click on that. And it automatically loads this model. Well, you can click on anything on the model and it's going to highlight it for you, and it's going to allow you to hear how to pronounce that part correctly. Some neat things is you can go over here, and this tells you that it's on the view. If you click on it, then you can rotate it any way you want to see different parts. You can zoom in or out of the model. You can do different layers for different systems. Let's go down to reproductive. You can take things away if you want to focus in. Let's see. I don't have something right here. Oh, there you go. So there's lots of little things that you can do with this model. And like I said, you can move it around. Right ovary. You can isolate and look at just the ovary itself. But this is a really good tool. Right ovary. A really good tool to use when we're going over these different body systems, so you can get a 3D look, especially since we're online and we don't have any labs, wet labs together. So the next thing that I want to show you, let's say we want to put this particular model in our library. Like I mentioned before, we have my library. Go down to these three dots and go to save this model. And you can title it anything you want. I'm fine with female reproductive system, and hit save. And it'll take just a second to save, and then go to my library and you can save it. And this way it kind of condenses it down into the things that you want to focus on for this particular class, because there are lots and lots and lots of models on here. You can kind of get lost in the forest and can't see the trees because there's so many different models on here. So I would suggest doing the search bar and searching on the topic or the system that you're really wanting to focus on. But there's lots and lots of models out there. But I would highly suggest you playing around with this. Use this as an additional learning resource. But if you have any questions, you can certainly reach out. But this is pretty much an easy tutorial, easy sign up. Just make sure that you sign up as an individual person. That way you get the free version of this. I will be making a link to this website in your Moodle account for this course, MLT 116. But of course, anytime you go to this website, in order to use it, you will have to be logged in. So remember your email that you used and your password that you used to make your account. So I would suggest, again, using your school email, and I would use the same password that you sign in to your school email. So everything that you use for school is the same. Again, hope you have a quick, easy time signing up for this website, and I hope it is helpful.